G'day and welcome everyone. EmrickXV here and welcome to another actual playthrough episode. So today we're going to be doing some science. That's right, we're going to work out what is the quickest way to find diamonds. So we're going to be using iron tools and we've got two different options to go for. Staring down to diamond level and then doing strip mining or branch mining. Or the real fun one, which everybody loves, digging straight down to diamond level, strip mining or branch mining. So let's get this set up and see what's going to be best. Let me know what you think is going to be the best way to find diamonds. So we better get our gear on, and once we've done that, got to get the correct bits and pieces. Just make some space. Okay, so we're all kitted up. We've got a few bits and pieces here that we're going to be mucking around with. First, I just want to go and get a few more things put into the garden. So let's just quickly go do that. I've got my garden hoe over here somewhere, I believe. Pickaxe. Got to remember what they look like. I've already got it in my inventory. Awesome. Okay. Let's walk up here and see where our garden is at. Oh, sensational. We've had a fair bit of growth. So let's start clearing out some of our wheat. And we'll plant that all back out. So I'm going to do a little bit of a test here. I want to try and work out what's going to be the fastest way to find diamonds. Now to do that, what I have planned is basically using two close by caves in two different areas. We'll get these potatoes up while we're here. And one of those caves I'm going to steer my way down, being as careful as I can not to get myself killed. And the other one is going to be a little bit reckless, and that will basically entail me digging straight down, potentially falling in lava, and then basically working my plan out once I get down the bottom. So I will do it in relatively controlled circumstances, and I'll show you what I mean by that when we get across there. But that's that all done. What have we got down here? We've got a pumpkin. Awesome. First pumpkin. Sensational. These ones haven't grown yet. I think I've got a couple more pumpkin plants to go, so I've just got to work out one there and one there. Should work. Where are my pumpkin seeds? There we go. Pumpkin. Oh, that's right. They're not hydrated, so you've got to be a bit quicker. Pumpkin. So we've got a pumpkin patch on this level. We did find some melon seeds down in the mine last time, so I've got to work out where we're going to put them. I might just start here for now, and we'll get our melon seeds in. If I can find it, there's one there, and we'll put one there. A couple of melons growing, and we'll work out something a little bit different a bit later on. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a water block under this and this. So if I hit this, I wonder if that is going to dry out. No, it's not. It's going to get irrigated. The reason that does get irrigated is because water obviously flows downhill. So if you've got a water source above a farmland area, you're still going to get some area watering. Now, I don't know if it goes out as far as if it's on the same level. That's pretty cool. And we're going to start getting some beetroot in here. Just a couple of seeds, a couple of beetroot right on the edge of the path there. And just to change it up a bit, because I've got a few more seeds left, let's just sneak out to here. And we'll put the last of our wheat seeds. Oh, I missed one there, but that's okay. More potatoes growing. Awesome. We've got a pretty cool little farm here. I'll probably remove some more of these trees just to get that all sorted out. But, alright, let's take some of this food back and maybe put some in the smoker while we go do this mining test. Did I miss something here? Have I got any seeds? We'll put a potato in there, shall we? Not going to hurt. Never mind. We'll sort that out. And I think next episode or the episode after, depending on how long this test takes me, we're going to build a house, I think. Just a small one, nothing too fancy. But yeah, we're going to build a house up here. And we're going to move out of our hole in the ground. So let's check the ladies. See if we've got any eggs. Oh yeah, 7 eggs. Whoa, here we go. We're starting to get... Oh, no. Okay, yeah, oh, there you go. Cool. Starting to get a bit more production on the egg front, which is pretty cool. We might need to work out a way of catching those eggs at some point so we don't let too many despawn. We can certainly do that. But let's get, we've only got a little bit of coal there, but we've got plenty more. Let's get a stack of potatoes in there, shall we? Cooking, and we need a bit more. Where's my coal resources? Have I still got any? Oh yeah, we've got blocks. I forgot. Yeah, we've got stacks of coal. Okay, so let's whack a bit more coal in there. We'll have a stack of potatoes when we get back. Now, food. This will do. Let's put the rest of the potatoes in there. We've got a little bit of food here from our fishing adventures last time. And I've already just crafted up the things that I need to do my test. The ladders and obviously the slabs. But yeah, we've got a couple of chests to get it all sorted out. We'll put the pumpkin in here. Very cool. And I think that's about it. I think we're good to go. Oh, the wheat. Let's get the wheat out. Got no wheat in there. Oh, no, I've got wheat in there. Let's not make a mess of this, shall we? Let's try and be as good as we can. Also, that sugar cane. I might go do that sugar cane quickly because that sugar cane is definitely going to be useful. And I noticed it was all grown down here. So we'll just run down here to the sugarcane field and we'll just knock off the top sections. Easy as you like. And we'll go from there. Oh, another pumpkin. Awesome. Awesome. I think it's going to look really cool. Once we've got all these grown and we've got a little house up here, it's going to look quite nice. Okay. So, sugarcane. In we go. Getting a little bit of that. Now, I've got a little bit of wood left. What I do need to do is make a few more picks. But I've got 4. I've got the ability to make 4 there, plus these 2. That should be enough, and hopefully I should be able to get some iron by the time I get down to the bottom. But what I will do is I'll make up the last of my picks now, and we will go from there. So we're going to make 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Cool. Let's go get these set up. So, the first area I want to do is digging straight down. Now, when I was fishing the other day, I found this little area just down next to my fishing village. Starting to get better at that music. And, yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. It is technically a cave, but it goes down quite deeply through here. So, what I do want to do is I want to get down as low as it gets, and then I will do my digging straight down method. So hopefully this is pretty fair when you talk about this. It really does depend on how far down this cave actually goes. My luck so far with caves has been very ordinary, so my thought process is that this cave will pretty well come to a dead end. Looks like it's coming to a dead end. We've got iron there. Oh my lord, that is a spawner. We've got a spider spawner there. Awesome. I better get a shield out, shall I? Have I got a shield? Might have left my shield. Alright, let's just Just think about it. Oh, look at this, guys. Spider spawner. Sensational. That's pretty exciting. And this is a big cave system. Okay. We're getting distracted. We've got more cool cave systems and this sort of stuff, and we are getting distracted again. What level are we at? We're at level 41. That's about as far as I want to go, considering I haven't got myself a shield. And we've got zombies coming at us with shovels and all sorts. Okay, let's just close this up for another time. We'll just do something like that. We'll stop most things coming through. And yeah, let's have a look at what we've got in this chest, shall we? Because a spider spawner could be very handy for early experience. That should be all lit up now. We shouldn't get any more spawning here. And what have we got? 2 saddles, rotten flesh, gunpowder, a couple more pumpkin seeds, bread. Ah, very cool, very cool. Well, we better not make the mine shaft right here. So let's go this way a little bit, because we are sort of hooking right underneath the river here as well, which I didn't really want to do. I did want to make the mine shaft sort of close to the river, because it could actually work out quite nicely in the sense that we can use this for, you know, like a little dock or something like that later on down the track. But let's just go empty these pockets, because we've got a bit of loot. We'll go to sleep and we'll get this test done, because I'll get distracted otherwise. Okay, my plan will be to go to our deep creeper down there. Go to our deep hole that we've got, just around the corner here. I am not going to get complacent, because we came across like that. Gee whiz. Jump scare for the first jump scare for the day. Oh, he's back again. Go away. Oh my word. This is just insane. I can't believe how often. Oh, and we got zombies falling down from the great heights. Oh, right. I'm trying to do a science experiment here. Okay. So, here's our plan. We've got this big hole. Just here, which goes down a fair way. I have already stared down, but I am going to, for the sake of science, I am going to do what I would normally do, and that is going to be using slabs to get myself down to that diamond level. I'm hoping this should work, but we will see how it goes. Now, where are we at? We are at 51. That's actually really, really handy, because when I go to the other area and I dig straight down, I have, I think, if I have a look in my inventory, 51 ladders. So, 51, 51. We've got enough ladders to get us down to Y13 if we try to do the dig straight down principle. So, let's get this started. I'm going to speed this a little bit up here, and we will knock off that, and we will get started with this first staring down safe principle. And we'll see how long it takes us to find diamonds. When I get down there, I'm going to do a strip mine, and then see when we find diamonds and see how we go. Okay, so here we are at Y12. So we have been able to get ourselves all the way down, and we have got a little cave over here which we will adventure around a bit later, but for now we just want to make sure we have got it lit up, and we are going to focus on getting this test done. Looks really cool actually, the old stairs all the way down. So I've gone through pretty well half a pick at the moment. So at this stage, what we will be looking at doing is a strip mine. So if we just bring up F3G, that brings up chunk borders normally. Whether or not chunk borders work here in Conquest, I don't actually know. So what I might do first is I'm going to do a strip mine for 30 minutes. And, sorry, not a strip mine. Actually, yeah. Let's do a strip mine, 30 minutes. Now what that's going to basically be is a 16 by 16 block area, 3 blocks high. I'm going to try and scout the whole area out. Hopefully I've got enough pick to get that done. And we're going to see how many diamonds we find in that 16 by 16 area, and we are going to start that right here. We're going to go 16 blocks that way, 16 blocks that way, and we're going to break up this whole area. So let's see how we go with this, shall we? Well, the chunk borders do work. As you can see, this chunk border is showing that we have got the blue line, which you can just sort of see all the way around here. You can see that little blue line running down each corner. So we've dug out a full chunk, 3 blocks. Now, we did go through at least 2.5 picks to do that. And unfortunately, we have yielded 3 gold, 37 lapis, and 36 redstone. No diamonds at all. Now, obviously, we do have a little bit more redstone down here, which looks really cool, actually. The particles and how that looks rather than the old school one. We have got some iron here, which I'm going to quickly mine up now so that I can get some more iron smelting and have enough picks for the next test. So yeah, that was about 13 minutes worth of mining to dig out a chunk using iron tools, and unfortunately no diamonds, but it's interesting to sort of work out. Obviously, I think realistically the time that's going to be a difference here is getting down to this level in a safe manner using these stairs rather than trying to dig straight down with the risk of dying. I mean, obviously, we did have our fair set of challenges. We had these caves and this sort of stuff that we ran across. You would have seen that's just in behind here. We've got a massive ravine, which I'm sticking well clear of because I don't want to be getting caught up in that right now. We will muck around with that at a later stage. Let me just get a furnace going very quickly. And we've obviously got a fair few materials doing that as well. Let's have a look and see sort of what we end up actually pulling pulling out of this hole. Obviously, yeah, it's a pretty big area, but I'll just quickly get this all sorted out. Where was that? Iron. Awesome. There's another 4 picks just there. So, yeah, what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8.5 stacks. 8.5 stacks of cobblestone coming out. 2 stacks of andesite. A bit of granite, bit of diorite, and yeah, that's basically it. Plus the valuables, which was the redstone, the lapis, the gold, and 12 iron. Technically, we didn't pull any iron out of here, though. It's actually further down. So that sort of is how that sort of works. So once this is all smelted up, the next plan I'm going to do is attempt a branch mine. And I think I might just go in this direction here to give this a go. And one of the bonuses about digging a chunk out like this is the potential of finding out if it is a slime chunk. So slime chunks, obviously, slimes will spawn at this level as long as the light level is up to the right amount. And by checking F3, you can make sure, as long as it doesn't get down to 7 anywhere, probably going to be worse on the edges, going down to 8. But 7 is the magic number. Anything above 7 is pretty good. And potentially we could get slimes starting to spawn in here, which could be really interesting to be able to work out if we do have slime chunks close by, because slime chunks are relatively common. But yeah, it's not a bad way of working out if this is a slime chunk or not. So let me get those next pickaxe sorted out. And we will go for 13 minutes in a branch mine in this direction and see if that yields any diamonds and see which one's going to work out best. Maybe let me know in the comments which you think is going to be better. Obviously, this has been a bit of a flop. No diamonds here yet, but will the branch mine have no diamonds as well? Let me know. Okay, so hopefully in that time lapse you may have picked up on the fact that the branch mine is a much better method for finding the good stuff. So we scroll through what we picked up in this mining session, and even though we have removed far less blocks, we certainly have found better blocks. So what I mean by that is basically the fact that we went for the same amount of time, 13.5 minutes, give or take, but we've been able to cover a far greater area by strip mining. Now, it's inefficient in some respects. It leaves blocks behind because when I do branch mining, I do this sort of scenario where you dig a long tunnel and then you just poke holes. And so obviously we're missing out on all this stone and this sort of stuff here. I would generally only start digging down there if I could see either an iron ore or a diamond or that sort of thing. So otherwise, so this all basically despawns. So it could technically be a little bit of a waste, and then every now and then you'd sneak out into these sort of caves and you'd pick up resources that you can see. So yeah, in the sense that it is definitely less efficient in the fact that we leave a lot of blocks out there. We've got nearly a stack of iron ore. We've got the 5 diamonds, which is fantastic. That gives us a diamond pick, and it really gives us an enchantment table, which basically makes this sort of mining a whole heap easier. It means that we can now go back upstairs, get a few bits and pieces. I do need to get some obsidian, so I might do that while I'm down here. But basically, it's far superior. Obviously, when we have a look at what we picked up in this whole chunk, obviously we came across a few little mobs, but realistically 36 redstone, 37 lapis, and I'm going to say that we got 12 iron ore because I obviously spent some time just smelting up a little bit more iron, and obviously, yeah, the 11 gold. So we got that out of this whole chunk that we're sitting in. And technically, I could probably add to that, by sort of picking up this stuff here. But realistically, that was the 13.5-minute time frame. So this is all going to put me over by another minute or so to be able to collect all this up to try and make this box look much better. In saying that, obviously, we've got all this. So we picked up all this stone and all this cobblestone, granite, andesite, so that's going to be sensational for building. So obviously you can't build with a lot of this stuff, but this stuff is certainly going to make it easier for us to get more resources. So I definitely think that the whole strip mine is probably better to find the valuables, and then obviously this sort of this strip mining is better to get all your stone and that sort of stuff, and then the branch mining, which is what this is, I always get those two confused, is obviously better for the resources. But I mean, we can't just leave it at this, can we? We're going to have to do this test again just to make sure. So I'm just going to take a couple of screenshots here so that I can make sure I have picked up all the bits and pieces that are necessary. And yeah, basically, sort of maybe do this again, but maybe we do this on the other side in another video. So this was the cautious stairs down test, where we basically made a very safe path all the way down to our mining level, which is Y12, and the next one's going to be down an awful lot quicker. And are we going to be able to find more stuff? Is it just going to be luck? Who knows? But you know what? I think we better leave that for another video and for another test run. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. And if you did like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos coming out of the actual playthrough, where we're going to be doing fun stuff like this all the way through, a little bit of time lapse here and there, but you'll be able to see how I mine and do all that sort of stuff, then make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get notified for when I do another actual playthrough. Thank you so much for watching this episode, guys, and we'll see you next time.